Well, here we are, January in England. It's not the best month of the year, and I've decided to head off to somewhere a little bit more sunny. So I'm here at Terminal 5. I'm going to be flying with British Airways in the business cabin down to Johannesburg, and we're going to be going on the big old bus, the A380. Sounds like a fun trip. Why don't you come along, get some heat. January might be a miserable month, but it's also my birthday month, and today's my birthday, so this is a really special trip for me. We're here at Heathrow nice and early. Our flight's not till 21:10. We're on the BA57, so we've got some time that we can spend in a lounge celebrating my birthday. I've been at home packing all day, so it'd be nice to get a bit of a change.
As my flight was leaving from Terminal 5 at Heathrow, I used my gold card and entered through the first wing. It's a lot nicer than the regular security, but you do get fast track and lounge access with a Club World ticket anyways. Settling into the first lounge, I got a lovely glass of champagne to go with my pie and mash. Northerners, eh? Right, I'm here in the first lounge at Heathrow Terminal 5, and our flight, I mean, we've got a couple of hours yet, but our flight departs from C64. For those who know Heathrow Terminal 5, you got A, B and C, and there's a transit that takes you down. They just announced that the transit's broke, so anybody going down to B gates or C gates, they need to walk through the tunnels. That'll be a new experience for a hell of a lot of people, but we were going to do that anyway, so we'll probably head off to the B lounge in a little bit, have some refreshments there, and then carry on and get on the plane off to Johannesburg. We're going to be in the upper deck on the A380 tonight in business class, which will be really nice. I got a window seat. I haven't got 53k, which is what I normally go for. I've got 51, I think. But yeah, it should be comfortable. It should be a good flight. I'm really looking forward to it. We've left the first lounge and took a short hike to the Terminal 5B lounge, which is always quite nice. I like it here. It's one of my favourite lounges at Heathrow. It's always quiet. It's got Eurythmics playing over the loudspeaker, and yeah, we're nearly there. We're halfway to Seagates, which is where our flight leaves from, C64. So have a little rest here, and then we'll make the rest of the journey over to the Seagates.
So the gates open, we're off out of the B lounge with a nice little stop there. Met a lovely guy called Andy. Hello Andy. Thank you for following me. If you're not following me, please do subscribe. It would be great. So now we're off to the Seagates by the walkways because the transit's still broke. Should be there soon.
Hello, so welcome. Hello. Across on your left. Welcome on board.
Thank you.
My seat for tonight was 51k in the upstairs forward Club World cabin. It's still the old Club World seating on the A380. I'm not sure if they're planning to upgrade them to Club Suite at any point. Bedding and a big fat pillow were already on the seat. A bottle of water and an amenity kit was in the drawer. So we're on board our flight down to Johannesburg. Sat in 51k on the A380, which is quite nice actually. Loads of room. I normally go in 53, but I'm in 51. Thank you very much. But the good thing about the upper deck on the A380 is that you've got loads and loads of storage space. Let me show you. So all down the side, you've got these big cabinets. You've got a nice welcome drink of champagne as well, which is more than what you used to get. So it looks like Club World is getting back to where it used to be. But yeah, these storage cabinets go on down. So I've got my bedding in one, my coat and my kit in another. Nothing in the overhead. And yeah. You got the footstool down there, which you put down to make your bed. You got a TV screen up here, which flips out. You can read that, watch it. So that can only come out once you've taken off, and your table is there. Seat controls are down here, and I've been in this seat for many trips. Even though it's an old configuration, this British Airways seat is one of the most comfortable that there is in the sky. I've tried a few, and to be honest, this is so comfortable. It's not necessarily good for getting out in the middle of the night, because you've got to step over someone. So you go out through your gap there, unless you get the back row, which allows you free access out. But yeah, I really like the old British Airways club seat. I'm yet to try the club suite, and one day I will, but not today.
The attention of the cabin crew, boarding is now complete.
Out the window, you got you can just see one of the engines and the rest of the wing, which is nice. Thought I might get a better view, but I think it's the thickness. So you got glass and plastic here.
Welcome on board, everyone. All customers have now boarded and we're about to
But there you go. Having a quick look at the menu, you get a choice of 3 starters, 3 mains, dessert, cheese or fruit. For breakfast, you have a full English, or full British as BA calls it, and a well-stocked bar. Although it was a late flight, so sleep will be coming soon after dinner rather than lots of drinks. Oh, we're up and away on our way to Johannesburg. A380, really smooth takeoff. You don't even know you took off really. Nothing moved. I had stuff on the side. And just settling in for the flight. Ordered my main course. I'm ordering the soup and the beef cheeks. And yeah, it seems a very nice menu. Just found the first problem though. I tried to get my TV screen towards me. Yeah, so there's the TV screen. You push the button. It's supposed to pop out. So you pull it out towards you, and there it's supposed to stay. You let it go, it goes back. There's a bit of carb from the last person who had this seat, sat there trying to keep it open. So yeah, that's going to be fun. No TV for an 11-hour flight. I'll have to do something like sleep. Where's the fun in that? I think, even though they're nice seats, they need to upgrade these things now. They're getting old, too old. They got it to stick out by putting a couple of sticks down into the hinge. So I suppose they know what they're doing. Yeah, I'll be able to see what's on the TV. In fact, let's see now. I'm actually scared to touch it. I might get the remote out. Give me. It's the old in-flight entertainment on the A380. Pretty slow to scroll through the menu, but it has a decent selection of films. And it's not too bad when you're watching, apart from the adverts they stick on before the film. So I ordered a brewdog to go with my meal, and that's what I got, a little glass of it. It's only tiny. But we'll drink that. I don't know where the rest of it's gone. I hope they've kept hold of it, because they're going to be needing to refill that quite soon, I should imagine. I had asparagus and parmesan soup for the starter. Beef cheeks for the main course, lots of gravy on there, which is good. And what they called apple crumble for dessert. Yeah, me neither. So I've been in the air for about an hour and a half now. Obviously it was a late takeoff. 10 past 9, we took off at like 20 to 10. So we've been going about an hour and a half. Dinner is over and done with. That's now gone. And I must say that I've had better food on British Airways. I think the soup starter was fairly bland. The main course, which was the beef cheek, so I was looking forward to that. The meat was really soft. It was like it was cooked to perfection. But you expect more flavour in beef cheeks. I've had beef cheeks before and they are banging. But these were just really soft but not a lot of flavour. And it felt like the gravy didn't actually match the cheeks. Does that make sense? It was a beef gravy, but you get beef gravy and you get beef. And different ones taste different. Yeah. And the crumble was a bit bland and a bit too cinnamony for me, but I ate it anyway. But there we are. Yeah, so not that impressed with the food. This is from Heathrow, so it's a Doe & Co dinner, I expect. I mean, the best food I've had on British Airways was actually from Gatwick, so I don't know. I'm not sure who their caterers are, but we'll try them soon. But anyway, I'm going to settle down for the evening, try and get some sleep, make up my bed, put the bedding on there, because you've got a mattress topper and a duvet. So I'll have a go at that in a bit and get some sleep before we get to Johannesburg.
The loos in this cabin are up at the front, one on either side of the stairway to first. Inside, you have a standard mirror, sink and toiletries. But the size of them, it's a huge loo. Plenty of room for getting changed into your PJs, if they gave you them in Club World, which they don't. I dozed off watching a film and woke up a few hours later with the sun shining over Zambia. The cabin crew sprang into life and got breakfast on the go. I wasn't that hungry, but thought of you and ordered it so I could film it for you.
Good morning from somewhere above Botswana, heading towards Johannesburg on this overnight flight. So I had about 6-7 hours sleep. Wasn't too bad, very comfortable indeed. I've had my breakfast and we should be landing in about an hour or so, on time, which is good. It's about time British Airways got rid of these old club seats. They're starting to show their age. The TV doesn't work. Although you've got loads of storage on the upper deck on the A380. The opening of the cupboards is a dark art. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. You don't know how or why. It's a hidden catch. But it's great having loads of storage. I seem to have lost my amenity kit somewhere. I'll see if I can dig it out from the variety of places I've got stuff buried. And we'll have a look at that as well as we head on down to Johannesburg.
I hid around the corner and tapped the bin when it wasn't looking, and it opened up. Surprise seems to be the best way to handle them. You get headphones on BA, although from past experience they're not as good as my own, so I just use those.
Good morning everyone, it's your first officer speaking. I hope you've had some rest. It's been a fairly smooth journey down through Africa. We're over Botswana at the moment, and about 80 miles, 100 miles north of the South African border. The weather in Johannesburg at the moment, a little broken cloud actually, however the temperature is climbing. It's 20 degrees at the moment and will be around 22 by the time we land.
As we are approaching Johannesburg, seatbelt signs will be switched on in approximately 20 minutes.
The amenity kit has an eye mask and socks, earplugs, pen and dental kit, along with lip balm, moisturiser and some pulse point stuff to send you into a deep sleep. Not bad.
So on this A380 you get 3 business class cabins. So this is the front one, there's a galley just down there and another one behind it, and then one downstairs which is by the wings. I think the upper forward one is probably the best one to get if you're going to go on an A380. Obviously we can get sort of straight downstairs from me. That's first class, that would be nice as well. But no such luck today, even though it's my birthday. Well, it was my birthday yesterday. But there we go. I thought maybe, just maybe, but no, they weren't having it. I didn't ask if anybody asked. Just thought. But yeah, so we're going down now. We'll be landing very, very shortly into Johannesburg on what looks like a nice, bright, sunny day. So warm and sunny, I've took my jumper off. First time since England. It'd be nice to feel the warmth, I tell you. It has been cold in January in England. If you haven't been there, you're so very lucky. If you've been somewhere colder, I'm sorry about that. Thanks.
See you later.
And there I was in Joburg. It was a comfortable enough flight and we arrived on time, but it was let down by the bland food and worn out seats. Time for BA to get those A380s up to date, methinks. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think of it down in the comments. And if you haven't already, click the like and subscribe buttons. And I'll see you on the next one.